Hi, this is Tony with StuffSeniorsNeed.com, and I'm coming to you today with a quick video regarding reverse mortgages and, more importantly, the alternatives to reverse mortgages. There's a lot of concern, some misconceptions out there about these products. The fees sometimes can be high, so people are always looking for different alternatives to reverse mortgages. So to that end, what I want to do is put together this video just to give you a very brief understanding of what the alternatives are out there. Okay, now the first one is to use your own assets. And these can be retirement assets, sale of a business, inheritance, things of that nature. Now, the advantage to using your own assets is that you already own them. There's no closing fees. You don't have to pay to access your own money. The problem is that you could wind up getting taxed on 401k, 457, that type of money. And the other thing is, over the course of your life, you might not have accumulated enough assets to last your entire life. But it's important to take a look at those assets as a bridge, perhaps to a reverse mortgage, or to use them first. Next, refinance your existing home. Instead of taking out a reverse mortgage, just take out a standard mortgage. Now, you would wind up having to make a monthly payment on that. However, the loan costs would probably be cheaper than if you wound up refinancing or taking out a reverse mortgage. So it actually might be cheaper in the long run for you to do that. It's something you have to take a look at. Next is relocating. Okay? When it comes to retirement, there are some places in this country that are a lot cheaper to live than others. Okay, the downside is that relocating may force you to move away from family and friends. For seniors that have grandchildren in one area of the country and they wind up relocating to another, this could certainly be an issue. And you may not, you may decide that you would rather live in a more expensive area because of that, just to have access to the family. However, it's something that you need to think about. Next is downsizing. Okay, and that means you sell your current house, find something smaller, maybe a condo in the same area where you don't have to deal with all the maintenance issues relating to the property. The big advantage here is that you get to stay in the area you are. You could be around your family more, around your grandchildren more, and if you make this downsize option, okay, let's say you go from owning your own home to a condo, you don't have to deal with the outside maintenance, cutting the lawn, snow removal, things like that. That's all done by the condo facility. So that's something else to consider. Now, an equity share. This is perhaps one of the newest and most innovative ideas as an alternative to a reverse mortgage. In this scenario, what's going to happen is you're going to work with your adult children, and they're going to provide you with a private reverse mortgage. Okay, they will make a payment to you so that you have the ability to keep living in the home. Okay, the problem, of course, is if your family actually has the money to do this. However, if you have some children that have been economically successful, this could be an option. So something to consider. You also have to deal with the family issues, though, of, whenever you're dealing with family and money, that could be a problem. So it's something to think about. In wrapping this up, the important thing to realize is that there are alternatives to reverse mortgages out there. Whatever you do, you have to make sure to do your own research and get the right advice. Because by getting the right advice, it could save you thousands, perhaps tens of thousands of dollars over the long run. So once again, this is Tony with Stuff Seniors Need, and I will see you next time. Take care.